Friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about the intense type of things which are going on in the society against the Muslim traders and the Muslim community in general. We recall that hate speech is one of the very dangerous things which leads to social divisiveness and violence in due course. Hate speech has been going uninterrupted from last many decades, and now it is forming new ways and more aggressive patterns. We see that recently, a few months ago, in Haridwar, there was a Dharm Sansad in which call for genocide against Muslims was given, and this call was not condemned properly by major political forces. Particularly, Prime Minister Modi did not say anything about it. Now, that was one thing in which various saffron-clad sadhus and sadhvis, they poured a lot of hatred against Muslim community, and also to the extent of giving direct call for killing them, rewarding them. Now, to back up on that, just few days ago, there was another Hindu Mahapanchayat in Delhi, and in this Hindu Mahapanchayat, Dasna Hindu temple's chief Yati Narsinganand again talked in the same hateful manner, and this time he said that Hindus should keep arms with them, because if there is a Muslim Prime Minister, there will be conversions and Hindu religion will be in danger. So again, to his own pattern, what he has said, he went on to talk in this hateful manner. Now, when we talk about hate speech, definitely hate speech is one of the very negative phenomenon in the society. Unfortunately, in recently one of the court judgments, one of the judges, very in a funny way, went on to say that if hate speech is made with a smile, laughingly, then it is no crime. I mean, it is very just surprising how anybody can say that. And this is very disturbing for a society in which our constitution tells us to treat all the people equally, in which there is a freedom of religion, but offending others deliberately and hating others is definitely not permitted under different clauses of our constitution. So another thing which is going on, and lot of things are going on in Karnataka and all over the country also. We saw that few months ago, namaz in the open area was not allowed in Haryana. We saw just a month ago in Karnataka, anti-conversion bill. Now generally, these are the bills which are aimed to harass the religious minorities, missionaries and other people. These are the bills, and they ironically, they come forward in the name of freedom of religion bill. Basically, they are meant to harass the communities and to see that conversions do not take place. People do not have the freedom to choose their own religion. So that was passed. Now Haryana Chief Minister has been talking of a similar or even the worse bill to be brought in Haryana. In addition to that, we saw very disturbing phenomenon, because Indian society has seen diverse communities living together from centuries. In most of the Hindu temples, near the Hindu temples, in the Hindu fairs, there have been traders who have been Muslims, there have been traders who have been Hindus. Recently we saw that there is a campaign to force that Muslim traders should not be permitted near the Hindu temples or in the Hindu fairs. Now this is very alarming, because if you see most of the Hindu temples, particularly Banaras, Jagannath Puri and others, and the neighboring shops belong to many of the small Muslim traders. Even in Ayodhya, the holy city for Hindus, there are a lot of Muslim traders near the temples and all that. Now, so this new trend which is being encouraged by saffron-clad people is something unwarranted, and There is a long history. I will not go into details of that. But this trying to harm the Muslim traders has become a sort of a trend. We saw that during Corona Jihad, what was popularized as Corona Jihad. In the societies, people were not permitting, in the housing societies, people were not permitting Muslim hawkers and small traders to come in. And generally, there is a campaign in the social media for Hindus to boycott the Muslim traders, and on various grounds which are totally laughable, which are totally unacceptable in more ways than one. So this thing came up, and now adding on to this, the issue came about halal meat. We know that people have different traditions, and halal meat is a particular thing which is mandated by Islamic practices, etc. So of course this is a meat which they say is the animals are cut in a particular way. And this campaign was again started by some so-called fringe elements, which no more remain fringe elements, as they have a patronage from the political powers and the parties which are in power. So issue came up of halal meat, and in Karnataka there is a wellness Himalaya company which deals with mainly the Ayurvedic products. In its though its owner is a Muslim, majority of its management belongs to Hindus. So they generally in their advertisements, they for the export purpose, they put the certificate that our products are conforming to halal standards. Now this is a certificate which not only Himalaya but even other companies, Reliance, Tata, Dabur, and those dealing with such products, they also have to carry this certificate, because this is mandatory for exporting. So there was nothing wrong about it, but since the owner is a Muslim, they tried to target Himalaya company in this, and the issue also came up about halal meat. Some of the Muslim meat sellers had also been harassed, which again I think is something against the grain of the spirit of our society. Now adding on to this, the hate speech, this halal. Now we saw that few months ago, rather last year, in Haryana, namaz was prevented in the open spaces. There was an active effort to stop the namaz in the open places. Now adding on to this, in Maharashtra, Raj Thakre in particular is trying to raise up a campaign that loudspeakers should not be permitted in mosques. We know that most loudspeakers are used in mosques mainly to give azan, the call for prayer. Now even that is being made a political issue. So in that way, most of the things which we have been used to living with, most of the things which we think is a part of our living life here is being attacked, and particularly the on target is the Muslim community. This is totally against the values of our national movement, totally against the values of our freedom movement, and I will request that people should be permitted to do their trade. It is nothing illegal to have a shop for a Muslim near a temple, because there can't be a discrimination in such practices. Halal meat is totally permitted. To campaign against halal meat is again also totally unwarranted, and such things I feel that the Hindu right-wing propaganda, which is trying to intensify this, is at the root of it. This majoritarian politics needs to be combated, and the values of amity, love, and the values of Indian Constitution need to be promoted, so people can live, will be according to their practices so far. Thank you very much. If you like the video, please forward it, subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.